Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hope all of you are doing well today. So in this video I'm going to be discussing something that I feel a lot of devotees take for granted, and that is the fact that tomorrow isn't promised. We don't know when our lives are going to come to an end, and it's something most people don't really think about on a day-to-day basis for obvious reasons. We don't usually go around pondering our mortality on a daily basis, and this is just going to be me kind of rambling a little bit, but if you want to listen, you can go ahead and keep watching. So recently I was thinking about how my life could end at any moment, and I was thinking about it. There were certain things that happened that triggered me to really think about this. And there are so many things that I want to experience that I haven't experienced yet. There are so many people that I want to connect with. There are so many things I want to try doing that I've never tried before. Whether they be playing music instruments or learning to speak new languages or traveling to certain places or even meeting certain kinds of animals in person. There are so many things I've yet to experience, and you would think that having so much unfinished business, we can call it, so many things that you used to want to do, that your life won't be taken away. But people's lives end abruptly and unexpectedly, and sometimes it's somebody around you, and sometimes it might end up being you yourself. And I was thinking about that for myself and the legacy that I would be leaving behind. And yes, I have filmed a lot of videos and I've published a little bit of stuff, but sometimes a person's legacy is just the memories that they leave other people with, for better or for worse, and the impact that they've had on their family, their coworkers, their community, or sometimes the internet at large if they post online. And I have been through a lot of extreme trauma, and I've endured a lot of unbelievably traumatic circumstances, both when I was growing up, throughout my entire childhood, my teenage years, my young adult years. I've lived through and survived and since thrived after having gone through so much stuff. And I was at my altar and I was feeling kind of emotional out of gratitude for the fact that there are a lot of instances where my life could have ended. And I'm just, I see a lot of people complaining about all kinds of things, and I can complain sometimes too. We're all human, but it really puts it in perspective when you know that, or you keep in mind and really ground into yourself the idea that your life can end at any given moment. And if my life ended today or tomorrow, I would be so disappointed that there would be so many things I would never get to experience or enjoy. But also because there were so many times in my life while I was still living this gift of life that I didn't act on what I wanted to do in certain moments, because I was afraid of what other people might think, because I was afraid that people would judge me, because I was afraid of being perceived by other people, or by people misunderstanding me or rejecting me. And there have been a lot of times in my life where I have put myself out on a limb, with other people, but as well as, in online spaces. And although I'm more comfortable doing that these days, in the past, it hasn't always been easy for me. And it's taken me a lot of work and a lot of trial and error. And there have been a lot of times where I tried to take a leap of faith and it didn't work for me, and I was, I failed, or I was rejected, or things ended up worse than they were before. But there were also times and instances where things worked out so good, and I can't imagine where I would be if I hadn't taken those chances. A chance on life, a chance on love, a chance on career, a chance on opportunities, a chance on networking, a chance on connections, a chance on creative expression. there are so many things, because all of us lead very different lives. We're all very similar, but we're also all very different. And I think I see a lot of devotees, especially online, complaining and talking about different things about their lives, and people who stir up a lot of drama, who keep drama going with other people, who gossip constantly, especially on the online spaces, spread other people's business around, or people who go around threatening people that they don't even know. Like, people get so comfortable with parasocial relationships that they're going around harassing and hurting other people, both in person, if they find them, and online. And I think a lot of devotees are missing the plot. Like, you're alive. Like, this is a gift. We all have had near-death experiences, whether we were aware of it or not. And tomorrow is not guaranteed. And you and me, we're all living on borrowed time, essentially. And you're choosing to use that time to be nasty or wicked to other people. I don't think bad people have a place in my life, but I don't feel like I need to carry around hatred or grudges against people who have done me wrong. Do I want to give those people forgiveness? Yes, but for myself, not for them. I don't need to go to them and tell them I forgive them, because the forgiveness is for myself and I can do that in private. But forgiving someone doesn't mean I need to go and allow them entry back into my life. It doesn't mean I need to lower my boundaries and give them access to me again. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is giving yourself permission to let stuff go, so you don't carry it around in your emotional baggage anymore. And probably I'll do a whole video just about it, the idea of forgiveness. But all this to say, just a little reminder to all of you watching, however many of you see this message, just enjoy the little things. Appreciate your loved ones who are still alive and still around you, and appreciate that you are still alive and around them. Sometimes people are going through serious health problems. Some people are in war-torn places, and sometimes life almost seems boring because there's nothing negative or dramatic happening, to where we can become almost disillusioned and distracted by our phones. But I think those are the best times to really be thankful and have gratitude, and maybe do something nice for other people, or at least for ourselves. So I just wanted to talk about how a lot of devotees forget that tomorrow isn't promised. And it was something I was thinking a lot about, so I just kind of wanted to come online and speak a little bit about it. But that's all I really wanted to say. So thank you all for watching, thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.